So I want to welcome you guys back to day 2. Here is what we have going on today. First, I'm going to drop us into our invocation prayer. We're going to talk today about the universe, source, God, beliefs. We are going to become the effortless woman embodied. I have something like really fun planned for you where you're actually going to meet yourself in this. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast a circle of light, specifying that my core healing team, in conjunction with Source, Creator, God, and your core healing team, are present for this powerful session of Effortless Woman Day 2. As always, I'm going to ask that our divine communication of channels be cleared, not limited to our clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognizant, transmedium, kundalini, sexual, tantra, psychic, telepathic channels. We also ask that this time all 4 etheric bodies, the physical, emotional, spiritual bodies, be taken up in frequency. We also ask that and be repaired and realigned, and all 4 of our chakras be repaired or realigned or replaced to take them to the highest frequency available at this time, so that we can access more of our infinite love and infinite light and power. I also ask that this container be filled with the highest frequencies and alchemical healing that are available to us now and always, and we give infinite love, infinite gratitude and light to the one love, one light, Creator, Source, God, for whom all of this and all of us are possible. Aho. So good. Okay, y'all. So let's jump in here. So there is something that has your back. So I'm going to talk to you about universe, God, source. And I want to start by saying, sorry, my nose is like microneedling yesterday. Like I have all this skin peeling. I'm sure this is like, hopefully you can't see that, but like it's like itching a little bit there. Universe, God, source. I want you to use those words interchangeably and or use which one feels good to you. Okay, what I want you to embrace, and all of you here, you know I'm a spiritual being, so are you, whether or not you're just first realizing it or not, that there is a higher power at stake here, a higher power that we are one with that actually has our back, right? Something that's always working and supporting us in our favor. And so that is God, source, the universe. And I really use them interchangeably. Oftentimes the universe is what rolls off my tongue, but know that that's what I'm referring to. And the way that the universe, God, source works is, I want you to think of it as the universe as the Costco of the universe, okay? So you go into Costco and you say, you like walked up to the front desk and Sally is working behind the front desk and say, hey, Sally, I would really like to get a raise at my job. And I would really like to make $150,000 this year on my job. But I don't want, sorry, let me start over. So you go into the Costco of the universe, see Sally behind the desk, and you say, hey, Sally, I really don't want to make less than $150,000 this year. I don't want $140,000 this year. And Sally's like, okay. So then she gets on her little microphone. I have a microphone that's for minutes. Hello, is this on? Hi, yes, Jessica, she is ordering for me that she does not want $140,000. This is Sally talking to the universe, and the universe is like, and so here comes $140,000. So I said, I don't want $140,000. It's like, beep, you're not a match. Okay, back on the shop. I use the word don't, right? Let's try this again. The universe does not hear the word don't, do not, no, I don't want that. I don't believe in that. What the universe hears is I want. So I want $40,000. I want $150,000. You ask for what you want and not what you don't want in the universe, okay? Why this is so important as the effortless woman is because we are trained, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, we are trained to see things as hard, not easy. We're trained to ask for, think about what we don't want, worry about what we don't want instead of what we do. So instead of putting, and we have like such brain power to like, we know what we freaking want, but instead of like thinking about what we want, think about what we don't want. So I don't want to upset my boss. I don't want a promotion, right? Wait, I do want a promotion. It's like, ask for what you want. I don't want to worry about my kids. Okay, but yeah, what are you doing? You're worrying about them, right? I don't want to go on this field trip. Okay, then don't do it. Like, stop asking for what you don't want, right? I don't want to upset her. And then her you didn't want to upset, turns out she's upset anyways. You're like, I didn't want that. And the universe is like, what do you mean? I'm so confused. You said you wanted at her. So it's like this. Okay. Let's try another example. Sally, I do not want to drive my car into the city today. Jessica does not want to drive her car into the city today. Universe, Jessica wants to drive her car in the city today. Boop. Jessica, guess what? You're going to drive your car in the city today because the train is out of commission. The buses are packed. Your neighbor who you could ride with has already left for the day. What choice do you? The universe only hears. The universe doesn't know the difference between bad and good. To the universe, everything is the same. Everything is at a frequency, and nothing is high, nothing is low, nothing is good, nothing is bad. And just is what it is. The universe doesn't know, we talked about this yesterday, that $1 million is awesome and $5 is like, whatever. The universe is like, money, money, money. We are the ones as humans that are like, $1 million, heck yeah, give it to me, $5, whatever. So if by your vibration, and when you get it right, and what I mean by getting it right is asking for what you want. Universe, I want to have the easiest and best commute today to work. Universe, I want to ride in my neighbor's sweet new car to work today. Hey, universe, I want to manifest $1 million. Universe, I want to pay off 100K. Hey, universe, I want to meet the man of my dreams this year. Universe, I don't want to be single anymore. Universe, I don't want to have to struggle with my bills. Universe, stop saying don't. Stop worrying. Stop doing things that are not in your highest favor for your highest good. What do you want? Get really clear on what you want and then ask for that. And women were taught to not ask for what we want, right? Like, for example, my husband and I are now past this, but there was a time when I wanted him to read my mind. In fact, I remember being in therapy and telling our therapist, I just want to read my mind. Why can't you read my mind? We've been married for all these years. Why can't you read my mind? I don't understand. She's like, if you think can you read his mind? And I'm like, yeah, sometimes. And she's like, okay, great. That's because you're a little bit psychic. Your channels are cleared, which is so true. I am. But he can't do that. Number one, he's a man. And number two, your channels are spiritual. And three, ask for what you want. And so I always thought that there was this, it was so detrimental for me to ask for what I wanted. There was something wrong with me if I had to ask for what I wanted. So instead of asking for what I wanted for Christmas, let's just say, I'd be like, oh, whatever you think, get me whatever. And then I would get things that I was like, I don't fucking want a mop for Christmas. Vacuum cleaner for Christmas. And so I started, my husband now also will listen because I say things throughout the year that I want, and then he's a really good gift giver and he'll remember and buy those things for me. But also I will say hey, I would like this. Even you'll see sometimes when you go out to dinner, you'll see a couple and the woman will let the man order for her. And I think that's so freaking cool if he gets it right. Because what if he orders you a salad and you want a freaking burger? Ask for what you want. Otherwise, you cannot be disappointed when you don't get what you want. Because this is how I used to be. I would want Nick to read my mind. And then when he didn't, I would be so fucking mad at him because he didn't read my mind. And it's when he literally doesn't know better. So if I'm going to be mad because I didn't get what I want, I have no right to if I didn't ask for what I wanted. So now if I say Nick, hey, can you please order me a hamburger? And he orders me a salad. You better freaking believe that I can be mad about it, right? And I can have a discussion about it. What the fuck? I asked for a hamburger. Why would you order me that? Ask for what you want. Otherwise, when you're disappointed, you ain't got no leg to stand on, honey. Literally, all the universe wants to do is bring you anything and everything you want. But you're fucking it up with your mind fuckery of oh, I can't ask for it. Oh, I gotta be quiet. Oh, I just want to see what happens to me. Oh, I just have to let things happen to me and just be okay with it. Just whatever. No, that's not how it works. Actually, you're a divine being. You're a child of God, the universe source, who wants to give you anything and everything you want, but you gotta fucking ask for it. So what the fuck do you want? Let's talk about that. What do you want? As an effortless woman, what do you want? Go ahead and put it for me in the comments. You guys are like, damn, you're on it. I know I am. You want the relationship of your dreams. Okay, let's define this a little further. What does the relationship of your dreams look like? You want to make 5K a month? You want to be a sought after coach? You want to feel free. What does free feel like to you? What would you be doing if you were free? That's a good one. That's a good one. Tammy, yeah. Yeah. Right. I want a black car with black leather interior with a moon roof so I can look out at the stars at night. And I want it to be a Lexus. Perfect. Done. So listen, I'm not going to get into the like very specifics of manifestation inside this course. Effortless manifestation, I'm going to like, we're gonna like freaking go all in on manifestation. But this is a part of manifestation, asking for what you want. It's the same thing as an effortless woman. Ask for what you want. Otherwise, you're leaving it up to chance. And I don't know about you, but like, I know that I'm a creative, powerful woman who gets to have anything and everything she wants, but I also have to take a step or 2 or 3 or 4, depending. But the first thing I have to do is get clear on what I want. What do I want? And so many women, so many are like, I don't know what I want. Is it that you don't know what you want? Or is it that you're afraid to say what you want? Because it doesn't feel safe for you to say it out loud. Or is it that you don't want to say what you want because you're afraid that it won't come true and you'll be disappointed? Disappointment, yeah. The biggest feminine energy wound for women is disappointment. At some point in our lives, this comes up in all my programs, at some point in our lives, we as women were disappointed. It's usually by our fathers. Like at one point in time, your dad said like, hey, I'll be home for dinner and we'll like play Barbies and it'll be so fun. And that night, your dad didn't come home for dinner, or he came home when he was in a shitty mood and he didn't get to play Barbies and it broke your freaking heart. And it really disappointed you. And so from then on, it felt so terrible that you did everything you could. You put all these blocks upon yourself so you didn't feel disappointed. And so now you don't want to ask for what you want, because what if you don't get it? You'll feel that disappointment again, and you're not sure you can handle it. Here's the truth. I want to tell you that you can handle the disappointment if you don't get what you want, just like you handled it then when that happened with your dad in that situation. Are you willing to potentially get disappointed? I know you can handle it. And figure it out, because you're a big girl and you're gonna let things be easy. And if you don't get that, you're gonna get something better. My motto is this or something better. Yes, please, more, please. Are you willing for that? Because there is a chance, right? We live in the Costco universe, has anything and everything we could ever want, and it limitless possibilities. So the possibility of you getting your black Lexus, the possibility of you getting the man of your dreams, the possibility of you making $5,000 a month, possibility of you manifesting $1 million this year, the possibility of 1 million podcast downloads, all these things are available to you. But if you're not willing to get big, bold, and brave enough to freaking ask for them, what are you even doing? Because then there's no way that you're going to get that. You would rather not feel disappointed and play small than actually ask for what you want, on the chance that it could come true, because there's a good freaking chance the universe always wants to bring you what you want. Instead, you'd rather play small. Well, I'll do it that way. Totally. That's the thing. We pull ourselves back. It's not even conscious, you guys. But when I break it down for you like that, and I say, okay, you're like seriously willing to let this hold you back in that way, instead of ask for what you want, it doesn't make any sense, does it? Right, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, these are good. But what will people think if I really say what I want? What will people think of me? What if it doesn't actually come true? Well, if it doesn't actually come true, it doesn't actually come true. Like, what the fuck ever? It's this or something better. If the thing you want doesn't come to you right now, or in the timeline you have set, that's a conversation for a whole another day. But it's trusting that like it's for your highest good and it will come to you when it's time. I have this deep-seated belief, and I want to invite you to calibrate up to it. Your souls right now, we're working a lot on this, because remember I told you at the beginning, your like dense physical bodies are having a hard time coming up in frequency, as to be expected, and that's okay, but we're doing the work. My guides, my team, with your guides and your team, is bringing you up. Wrap your mind around this though. I have a deep belief that I get to have anything and everything I want. And if it doesn't come to me in a timely fashion, then it wasn't meant for me right now. It's this or something better. And maybe the very thing I want, the universe is like, you know what, Jess, that's not for your highest good. Instead, this is. And this was something so much fucking better. Listen, as I'm recording these, as we're like doing these live right now, and as I'm recording them too for all of you to watch more in this round with me, I'm walking through some really heavy shit in my personal life. Really fucking heavy shit. And I know that I did not ask for this, but I did ask for all these other things. And the path of least resistance for me to get to all these other things is this shit that I'm walking through right now and that I'm holding myself through, and this power that like I'm calling into me, that's like through this tremendous pain and heartbreak and like what the fuck is happening, is on the other side of this is tremendous power and holding myself and holding my clients through this. So what I want to say to you is I have this belief that is this or something better. And I know that when I put something in my vortex, it's going to happen in divine timing, or something even better is going to happen. And I'm so fucking detached from it that it lets me be in this place of like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I want to invite you to calibrate up to that. I'm going to like sage us a little bit because my thing was just like, hey, you should sage some. Just like some of the energy that you guys are releasing right now is super freaking powerful and potent. So I'm just gonna sage just a little bit. And I want you to know that like this is a belief you get to have too. And when you like ask for what you want, the universe wants to deliver it to you, right? And so there are certain rules, we're going to call them laws of the universe. That's what they're called, they're universal laws. And I actually have this like in my Mom's Manifestation Academy program. Like I've created like, I think there's 12 of them that like I like fully have embodied, realized, teach on laws of the universe. And these are like laws that actually support you in your manifestation, in you living your best life, in you becoming your effortless woman, all these things. So like, I just want to talk to you about them. The one that you'll hear most often is law of attraction. And this is like attracts like. So for example, if you're in a shitty mood and you're like yelling and screaming at everybody in sight, and you're like, oh, I'm having the worst day ever, blah, 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 and all these things keep happening to you, right? All these things on that frequency. So like, you know, you're yelling and screaming, and then you attract like someone yells and screams at you, somebody cuts you off, you have a flat tire, blah, blah, blah. It's like, we know these people, right? Where it's like one thing after another, like life is so terrible for them, nothing ever goes right, blah, 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 blah. And they talk so terrible about themselves and other people, and then what keeps happening for them? Other terrible things. Yes, this is law of attraction. So there are these laws of the universe. And if you guys want to hear more about this, I can certainly like talk to you more about it. We can talk more about it in Voxer, or you can even look them up yourselves. I don't think that I have it currently listed as a freebie, the laws, but maybe I should talk to my team about that. The laws of the universe are governed laws that when followed, when embodied, the universe is like, okay, all right. And like, it's been proven in a court of law, not really, but really, that they are absolutely true. So the law of compensation is another law, and this says that like, you are compensated directly into proportion to what you give out to the world. So for example, if you like, this is a big one for me because I like to serve my clients so freaking well. When you pay me, I want you to feel like, holy cow, I just had the best service at the highest level. She served me so freaking well, and she only charged me this. Okay. I want you to walk away feeling like for this program. So the bundle was $3,111 for this program. All right. If you bought all 4 courses, if you bought them all individually, it's $888 each. 888 times 4 is whatever. What is that? Like 80 or 3,500 maybe. Plus you get 4 days of Voxer integration after each program. So 4, 8, 12, 16 days of in Voxer with me. I'm going to serve the F out of you inside this Effortless Woman. If this is the only one you're joining me with. And I'm going to serve the F out of you inside Effortless Union and Effortless Wealth and Effortless Manifestation. You're going to walk away feeling like, oh my gosh, I got the best value out of that. And I like cannot believe all that I got for what I paid. That is law of compensation. You're directly paid in proportion to the service that you give. And I promise that to all my clients. But however, you have to be willing to do the work, right? You have to show up. I'm doing my part. I'm going to serve the F out of you in all the ways, and answering your questions and showing up in Voxer and healing you inside that, from like working with your guys and working with your team and teaching you all these things. But if you don't show up and actually consume the content, if you don't show up and actually participate in Voxer, You don't show up and be like, this shit came up for me today and let's work through it. I can't help you, right? But if you are willing to do the work, I'm willing to go all fucking in with you. And so these are the laws. These are two examples of the laws of the universe that when followed, right, this is why the law of compensation, because I give so much, this is why money flows to me so easily. I'm a big believer in that. So there's all these incredible laws of the universe. Look them up, they're there to support you. This is another way of proving to you, as the title of this slide is, that there's something that always has your back. The universe is always conspiring in your favor. You are never alone. The universe, God's source, always has your back. The last thing I want to say to you is declaring what you want and clearing out all that you don't want is the first essential declaration of being the effortless woman. So as the effortless woman, what do you want? What do you want? Let's find out. I'm going to lead you through a little activation here. We're going to go back and kind of listen to our Bell song again. I'm going to lead you through this activation. So what I want you to do is just get like quiet in a space where you will not be interrupted. And I'm going to lead you in this activation where you're going to meet your effortless woman. Because here's the thing, your effortless woman is like essentially your higher self, right? It's you embodied into the effortlessness that it gets to be easy. But I want you to see her, I want you to feel her, I want you to see what she looks like, what she's wearing, how she's acting, all these things, so you can fully embody her, okay? So let's get into it. I don't have this scripted, you guys. I don't know how long it's going to take. It probably won't be super long, but just like, let's roll with it. So let's start by taking 10 deep breaths. Okay, remember, relax your jaw, move your tongue away from the back of your teeth, and take a deep breath in. Then open your mouth and exhale out. Give me 9 more just like that. Now keep your eyes closed. And I want you to see yourself on the beach. I want you to keep your eyes closed and feel your toes in the sand. This isn't like the gritty sand you've been in before. This is like white, soft Florida, Naples, South Beach of Naples sand, like white. They like bring this freaking sand in, y'all. It's beautiful. And you're the only one on the beach. You have the entire beach to yourself. And the sun is setting, it's coming down. And your hair is blowing, and there's a light breeze. And the waves are just barely crashing on the shore. It's the most beautiful sound. And you take a deep breath in, smelling the fresh ocean salty air coming into your lungs. And since you have the whole beach to yourself, you just like you're gonna start walking. And you're walking with such umph in your steps. You have the cutest little bounce about you on the sand. And you decide to walk down a little bit further. into the waves while you walk. And your feet are getting stuck in the sand now because they're wet. You're kind of sinking as you go. And you look down and you're watching your feet in the sand. And you're just practicing so much gratitude for where you are. I'm so happy to be on the beach. Your heart is fluttering. When you're watching the water come across your toes as you keep walking. You're so grateful for this life that you have. And you look up, you look ahead of you, and you're surprised because you see a woman walking towards you. And she has this beautiful smile on her face. And you keep walking towards each other, and you tilt your head because you think, oh, she looks so familiar. And a smile comes across your face, and you begin to realize, whoa, I must be dreaming because that's me. But I look different. You come together and you each stop. Your toes are touching in the sand and you're facing each other, and you grab each other's hands. Your hands are on the bottom, hers are on the top, and you begin looking at her. You look at her hands all the way up her arms to her beautiful face and her hair. Take note of what she's wearing, the jewelry, if any, in her ears, around her neck. Is there a ring on her finger? And the clothes she's wearing. You look at her with awe. She's so beautiful. She's so magical. And take a deep breath in. And you realize this is you. This is you. And she speaks to you telepathically without any words that, yes, this is you. This is your effortless woman, you. And she does a quick spin for you, so you can see her all the way around, what she looks like, how beautiful she is. And you feel in your heart, feel the energy pulsing, pulse, 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 pulse. This is her energy that is in your heartbeat as you sit here and listen to me. This is you. This is your effortless woman. And now just keep taking her in as you're holding her hands. And she has a message for you. What is that message she has for you? Go ahead and listen to her. Keep breathing. Take it all in, all the messages she wants to give you. And then she leans in and she gives you a big hug, and she tells you one more thing. She whispers it in your ear, and it sends chills down your back. Then she pulls back and grabs your hands again. With a big smile, she turns and you see her walk away. She walks away from you on the beach, and you stand there in awe. Your feet are in the wet sand. The waves are crashing over your feet now, and you're watching her walk away. The sun is so bright, so you turn to face it over the water. And you look back, seeing if she's still there, and you notice she's gone now. And you're left with this feeling of lightness in your body. Of, wow, that was so magical. And you're remembering what she told you, the messages she left you with, the energy that was pulsing through your heart that she gave to you. And you're feeling so grateful. So, so grateful. We're going to activate this message as you take 3 deep breaths. Now see yourself leave the beach. See yourself come back to me where you are right now in the room. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you feel called, open your eyes. Tell me what you saw. Tell me what you saw in the chat, and then I'm going to give you like 4 minutes to journal too. What was the message she gave you? Go ahead and get out your journal. I might get to journal about this. She told me, hold on, it's a wild, incredible, magical ride, and it's better than I could have ever imagined. That's so good. She told me, I'm safe. It's safe for me to be me. Beautiful. Well, you guys to journal all this out. Okay, well, it's fresh in your memory. We activated it, so it'll still be there for you. Okay, set the timer, guys. I'm just gonna send you guys some energy while you're working on it. Oh, y'all. So good. I can feel you. Oh, it's gonna bring tears to my eyes. So good, you guys. Oh, the magic for you. The effortlessness. You let it be easy. Let it be easy. This is your birthright. Okay, y'all. Tell me how you're feeling in the comments. Peace, calm. Don't even know what to say. Like, what the fuck was that? I love you, sis. Magic, magic. I had no idea that that existed in me, but that's me. That's a possibility. Yes. And it is, right? It is you. So good, you guys. So good. I wanted you to meet her. I wanted you to see her, because as we're talking about embodying the effortless woman, sometimes it feels out of reach, right? The woman who like gets to have anything and everything she wants and allows it to be easy, right? Like gets to, when it's hard, because it's going to be hard at times, like still, like what can you do to let it be easy and reaching your birthright and seeing yourself in a different timeline, right? So that's already embraced that, because that's you, and you get to be her now, today, if you want, right? So I want to talk about being her today, the evolution of who you just met. How do you get there, right? So many of you, your work is connecting back to yourself, trusting yourself, your intuition. So you have intuition available to you at every moment of every day and every timeline. And your intuition is like your own internal guidance system. And for me, I always feel my intuition here. Your intuition is like, you've heard yourself say things, like you get whispers like, call her, do this, turn left instead of right, take this job, not that job, like those little things. This is your intuition. And when we detach from our intuition, we detach from the trusting of ourselves, we detach from the knowing of ourselves. And when this happens, we feel like we're lost in the world. I'm doing this ringing of my ears right now, which is like up in frequency. Yes, guys, please take us all up at highest frequencies as we can possibly go with limited effects to our physical body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When we detach from that, we feel like we're a lone wolf, we're all by ourselves, and we don't know what to do. We ask everybody what we should do. We have to prove what we choose. We ask everyone for their advice and then we don't take it. Or we ask everyone for their advice and people disagree and then we're unsure because we don't want to make anybody unhappy because they didn't take their advice and blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, you have your own choices here. Your choices are right here and they're the right choices for you. And the more you can lean and tune into your intuition and trust and know that you have this internal guidance system right here that will never steer you wrong, the more incredible life gets. And the more incredible life gets, the more incredible life gets. And my job, my big part of my job here inside Effortless Woman is I want you to let it be easy. I want you to let it be effortless. I want you to embrace this divine birthright, but I also want you to fucking trust yourself like you've never trusted yourself before. Like you know because you have an intuition that's guiding you always. And this is your connection to source, God, creator of the universe. And your intuition is your guides, your healing team, like we talked about yesterday, that is never going to steer you wrong. And the more you can lean in and trust yourself and feel safety in your body, no matter what's happening around you, the better life gets, and the better life gets, the better life gets. The more easy things can become effortless to you. You know, listen, I shared with you that like I'm walking through some hard stuff right now in my personal life as we're recording these. And the more I feel safe in my body by doing some practices we're going to talk about, and I'm going to share with you further and deeper, the better I feel. And right now it's about feeling safe in my body because my external environment is giving me all these cues why it's not safe. And my mind fuckery wants to be like, you're not safe. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? Like, you're not safe, you're not safe, you're not safe. But it's like, actually, though, I feel safe in my body. And that's the only place that it matters, right? My mind is like, oh, but this is happening for me, regardless of what else is happening around me. And 2 years ago, I would not have been in that place. I would have been, this is the worst case scenario. I do not know what to do. I need to prepare myself. Like, what's going to happen? What if? And now I'm like, okay, I didn't ask for any of this. I don't know why it's happening, but I've lived enough in the life to know it's happening in my highest good, in my highest favor. I'm going to trust in that. And my only job here is to listen to my intuition and take the very next step, take the next action step in trusting myself, in feeling safe in my body. That's number one, feeling safe in my body, feeling calm, collected, at peace, right? Those feelings that some of you said that you felt, that's my number one step. Is to be safe in my body and trust in the choices and the decisions I'm making, not to tell my story to anybody and everybody and ask for their advice about everything. Because sometimes I know that other people don't have our best interest at heart. Sometimes other people want to give us good advice, but they don't know. They're not tapped into our intuition, right? They're coming from their fear codes, their fear knowledge, and they can't advise us. That's the really hard part. So it's tuning into ourselves and giving advice to ourselves from our own intuition about what's best for us and feeling safe in our body. This program is designed to lead you both into massive confidence by trusting yourself, tuning into your higher self and your intuition, plus taking massive action. Because when we don't feel safe in our body, we don't want to take action. And action looks like doing the very thing that your intuition tells you to do. Calling the person, taking the action, right? This is the masculine. It's taking the action. It's not sitting on your couch all day long eating bonbons as the effortless woman and waiting for the very thing that you want to fall into your lap. It doesn't work like that. You have to take action. It's a co-creation process with the universe. So you tune in and your intuition says, Jessica, do this live video about unruly. And I don't do the video about unruly. I'm like, okay, no. Then the universe is like, okay, well, then there's no creation process here right now at this time. Let's try this again. Jessica, do this live video about unruly. Jessica does the live video about unruly. Okay, that was the action that I needed to take. And now the universe is going to work for me doing all the things, right? When I take action, the universe steps back. When I rest, the universe then goes to work on me after I take the action, okay? Action is a necessary step. And action towards what you want, right? I asked you what you want. Don't tell me what you don't want. Tell me what you freaking want. Drop it in the comments. Tell me what you want in the comments. I want freedom. I want peace. I want to be able to pay my bills. I want a promotion at work. I want to make 50K this year. I want 3 more one-on-one clients. I want 5 women inside my next program. Yes, yes, yes. That's what you want. Now, tap in. Let's drop in and see what comes up for action. Let's ask yourself. So if I want 5 more people in my next program, what kind of action can I take to get there? Listen for the answer that comes up in your body. If you want to feel peace, what action can you take? Meditate is what just came up for me. If you want a promotion at work, what action should you take? What's coming up in your intuition? Now let's drop in. So we were just in our bodies, right? When we did that activation. Let's stay in our bodies. What comes up for you when you get your intuition tells you which action to take, right? Like meditate, ask for it, go for it, make the call. Like those are action steps that come up. What comes up for you after you hear the action? What is the feeling that you feel? Fear, stress, I can't do that, no way. Who do I think I am? Yeah, okay. Right. And now let's talk about, this is what happens, right? When you get the intuition to take the action and you don't do it because you're afraid, right? Because you have anxiety, because you have stress, because you're afraid of what others are going to think, because what are they going to say? Who do you think you are? All these things. That's ego driven, right? That's fear programming driven. We're going to like rip a bunch of the fear codes away, guys. Please clear those fear codes. They are not needed for this container. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By us succumbing to the feelings that are holding us back from taking action, the thoughts, they're not helping us moving forward as the effortless woman. The effortless woman says, I want this and I am willing to go all in and get it. No matter what. No matter what, if my ego is like, but what if Sally says something about you down the street? What if it doesn't work out for me? What if I get disappointed? So fucking what? You are a big girl as an effortless woman and you can handle that. Your only job is to get clear on what you want, tune in and ask your intuition, what can I do? What is my part to do to move me closer today, only today, to get me closer to what I want? Then wait for that to drop in. Call the person, take the turn, do the live video, offer the program, ask for the raise, ask the guy out on a date, do that. That's it. And then let the universe go to work on your behalf. That's it for the day. And then tomorrow it's the same thing. I really want a $5,000 month. What can I do today to get me closer to the $5,000 month? Listen for your intuition. You can do a live video today announcing your new program. Sweet. Do it. Let the universe go to work on your behalf. That's it, y'all. That's it. Oopsies. Sorry. This is the integration work, okay? That we're talking about. We're going to get more inside of Inside Boxer too, but the integration is your thoughts. What are you thinking about? You should be thinking about what you want, what you don't want. How are you feeling? I want you to do all the things that bring you joy. Follow the joy. How much fun can you have? And then it's take action. Every time your intuition gives you something. And maybe it's one time a day you tune in. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3 times. Maybe it's you're driving the car and your intuition's like, do this, this, and this. Do all of those things, okay? If that's overwhelming for you, do one thing a day, okay? I want you to track these over this weekend. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. What are they coming up? What's coming up for you? Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it stress? Is it fun? Is it joy? Is it like, oh my gosh, this is happening? Or is it like, who do I think I am? These are like such big things that I want. Track those for me. See how they come up, because I'm asking your guys and working with them what's coming up for you. We're clearing what's not serving you. So I want you to track them, become aware of them. I'm calling you in to become aware of what you're thinking and feeling and the actions you're taking. I want to remind you that we're going to be back again next Thursday and Friday for days 3 and 4. And I also want, then we're going to have Boxer access next Saturday through Tuesday. Okay, guys? So the last day ends Friday, and then we're going to have Boxer access Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. All right. And I want you guys to give yourself grace as your human is catching up with these codes. Remember, we're going up, up, up in frequency. Give your human grace as we do this work. Okay. If you're feeling lethargic, drink lots of water, get lots of rest. Come back and listen to this again if you desire to. Know that this is for your highest good, that you are doing the deep embodiment work of becoming the effortless woman. I want to leave you with homework, okay? So I did not tell you this. I want you to do some of the practices shared. So the practices shared would be the 10 breaths that we did at the beginning. We're coming back to meeting your effortless woman. You can come back to that activation that's in here. Or I want you to set a phone timer. And I like to do this a couple times a day. And it's like, I've really been working on my money mindset. So mine right now is that money is safe for me. It's safe for me to receive money. I'm open to receive money in all the ways the universe has to offer me. So I set it like 3 or 4 times a day. It goes off. It like literally puts me back. It's a reminder for me like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, money is safe with me. I'm like open to receive all the ways money wants to show up for me. And it reminds me, it brings me back to that frequency. So whatever yours is, whatever you want as the effortless woman, set a reminder on your phone to bring you back to that a couple times a day. Also, set non-negotiables for your day of being your version of the effortless woman. So that woman you met on the beach, what are her non-negotiables? Maybe she meditates every day. Maybe she journals every day. Maybe she does yoga every day. Maybe she has a naked dance party in her kitchen. I've been known to do that. Whatever it is, what are your non-negotiables for the day that every day, at least until we meet next Thursday, you're going to do? So I want you to come back to me next Thursday as the effortless woman, okay? And I cannot wait to hear what comes up for you between now and then. Your emotional homework is to feel into your body by taking those deep breaths, right? Where does it feel heavy? Where does it feel hard? And send light and love to those areas. And then, same as last time, your spiritual homework is to go deep. Talk to your guides, talk to your ancestors, ask for help, ask for support, ask for love, ask for light. Okay? I love you. I love you. I love you. This has been magical. I'm so lit up by this. Effortless Woman Day 2 complete. Love you guys. I will see you day 3.